it is seeing that when a ritual is dancing like hell. So there are two different patterns. In third party, he may be moderately happy or saddened. So because those emotions are running back to your mind, it would be almost impossible for a machine to interrupt or interpret that what you are actually thinking. You may be sad because you may be thinking about your sister, your mother, or your girlfriend. Nobody knows. But you are not happy with the party because your mind is not into that party at all. The second incident I realized at my home only, my daughter came to me and asked me, कि पापा चलो बाहर चलते खेलेंगे, and I was doing some very important work on my laptop. I said her in simple words कि बेटा थोड़ी देर में खेलेंगे. But बच्चे बच्चे होते हैं. She again come back to me after 2-3 minutes and said by holding my hand कि पापा चलो ना थोड़ी देर खेलेंगे. So I was a little angry कि मैंने अभी अभी तुमको समझाया कि मैं कुछ इंपॉर्टेंट काम कर रहा हूं, अभी नहीं खेलेंगे. Go back to your room. We'll go out after some time. Then again she come back with some right and literally she pulled my hair and said पापा चलो ना खेलने का टाइम है. And then I smiled. मुझे हंसी आई. मैंने उसको गोद में लिया and we went out. Now you just think of a machine is recording all these observations. So what will be the interpretation? The interpretation will be when first time somebody came, you reply politely. When second time somebody came, you reply in a little anger. When third time somebody comes and do something nonsense, in that case you feel very happy. And you just go outside and start playing with that guy. So all these recordings, all these observations, all these data collections cannot meet out the requirement of human brain, which runs millions, billions, and trillions of the neurons into mind, which can take decision as per their emotional quotient. So emulating the behavior of a man 100% by a machine is not possible. But on the another vertical, if you look at, offering the solutions into a constrained domain is very easy for a machine as compared to a man, because the data set is limited, the environment is very constrained, and you only have to take certain decisions. So that will lead to some position where the traditional jobs will be completely displaced by these machines. So this is a threat to the employees or the students. If I talk very precisely, almost 84 million jobs will be displaced by the machines in the next decade to last. So in just one decade, 84 million jobs will be displaced. So a student have to think again and again that what new things they are supposed to add on into their resume, what skill set they should have as per the market, so that they can have a better survival and they can lead to the desired success. But on the contrary, the best part I can tell you is more than 97 million jobs will be offered in the area of only AI. The role will be completely changed. The designation will be completely changed. There may be a designation like prompt engineer. There may be a designation like customer success manager. There may be a designation like machine learning engineer, AI engineer. And that is the reason vocational courses have been a hot cake in today's market, because they only give ready to use skills into the market. So people are offering that. People are occupying that, using that. So keeping all these facts in mind, we have to be very ready. And I must say, such platforms where such brainstorming is allowed to you, to have discussions with such epitomes of research and academicians, you have the chance to ask them. You can interact, you can be vocal, you can be communicative, and you have been given a chance, a platform. And in that sense, if it is being sponsored by IEEE, it is like a cherry on the cake. Because a proper scrutiny of the research content has been done, plenty of papers shall be offered and presented in the conference for next 2 days. I do believe there will be certain small ideas which the researcher or the delegates or the student of this university will be presenting. So if you would be listening them carefully, if you would be listening them these senior people very carefully, there is a fair possibility you can grab one small idea, you can do wonderful things into that idea, and that can lead to the pathway of the success. So there may be many technical aspects we can discuss, but as we have a long list of the speakers here, I won't take it for too long. So this is all from my side. I would only suggest that the students should take full advantage of such platforms which have been offered. As I came to know from last 12 years, under the umbrella of TMU. So this is applaudable. I think I congratulate all the students and the management of TMU, and there should be a big round of applause for all of you guys. It is very, very difficult to maintain the consistency of organizing an international conference, handling such gathering continuously for 12 years. Because I used to offer single-handedly 5 international conferences, naming as IEEE IoT, IEEE ICS ECA, Mark from Springer, iCare MIT, and one more is there. So I know that how much pain to be taken to run one conference, and I myself is not able to run those conferences every year at different places. So I must applaud it. Thank you very much for giving me this chance. I do believe that you will have the full advantage of the conference in next 2 days, whatever contents are going to be offered during this time. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for that enlightening speech. Your words have surely sparked our imagination and ignited the passion for exploring new frontiers. Now, taking the program further, I would now like to call the one who is grace and elegance personified, Dr. Manjula Jain, Dean Academics, TMU. Blessed with a silver tongue, she is known for her ability to weave magic with her wonderful words. She looks forward to reform the whole education sector with the aid of technology. Ma'am, please give us the pleasure of listening to your inspiring words. How is the Josh? Doesn't seem so. शायद बादलों से कहना पड़ेगा कि थोड़ा सा धीरे आइए क्योंकि मेरे चंदा और तारे सो रहे हैं. Want to sleep? Or want to gain something? हाँ? अगर हमारे चांद और तारे ही सो जाएंगे तो मुझे लगता है कि सूरज अपना इंतजार करते करते थक जाएगा और इस समय आप ही हम लोगों के लिए पूरा ब्रह्मांड हो, क्योंकि यहाँ पर हमने बहुत बड़े बड़े तारे बुलाए हुए हैं और अगर आप ही उनका दीदार नहीं करेंगे, आप ही उन लोगों को नहीं सुनेंगे, तो फिर इतनी बड़ी महफिल का, इतने बड़े जो यहाँ पर हमने एक ऑगस्ट गैदरिंग करा है उसका कोई औचित्य नहीं है या नहीं? So how's the जोश now? ये हाथ दिए भगवान ने आपको, जरा उठाइए इनको, उठाइए और इसको यूं खूब तेज बजाइए. और जय बाबा रामदेव कि उन्होंने आपको ये जो क्रिया सिखाई, इससे एनर्जी भी आई और आप लोगों में शायद थोड़ा जोश भी भरा जाएगा. So, very good afternoon to everyone. Want to hear from each and everyone present here. Good afternoon, my students. Thank you. Thank you for instilling this spirit in the whole auditorium. Because if you are there, this university is there. Without you, nothing is there. So you are our most valuable and precious gems that we have here. And on this momentous occasion, I would like to congratulate and wish all the best to the most prominent person who could have this courage to gather the galaxy of academia here, Dr. Dwivedi sir. I congratulate you, sir, for hosting this 12th edition of Smart Conference continuously for the last 11 years. And this has indeed been made possible because of the unconditional support and cooperation of the eminent guests, the guest of honors, our chief guest, the delegation from various parts of the country as well as across the globe that we have made to see the day. And we are expecting lot of deliberations, lot of informative sessions which are yet to come through our technical sessions as well as through the informative talks that we'll be sharing on this platform with our eminent keynote speakers. So with the bottom of my heart, first of all, on behalf of Tirthankar Mahavir University as Dean of Academics, I welcome the galaxy of academia and the key personalities present here. My welcoming remarks to our Honorable Chief Guest, Professor Sanjay Ghosh, sir. Thank you, sir, for being here and gracing the occasion. Students, I want a good round of applause for our Chief Guest. ध्यान रखिएगा, सोने नहीं दूंगी आपको। वो जो पीछे एक बहुत ही प्यारा सा बच्चा बैठा हुआ था सेकंड रो में, कि वो जो इधर देख रहा है अभी, he was having a very nice sleep, but when it came for clapping, he was like this and he clapped. ये जो मेरा पीला वाला चंदा बैठा है, he took off all his material and he was lying in a very peaceful sleep. So see, we are catching hold of you sitting there, and as teachers primarily, we will ensure that you do not sleep when it's a time to wake up. Is it? My all thanks to our guest of honor and special guest, Professor V.K. Jain, sir, for gracing this occasion. Our guest of honor, Professor Raghuraj Singh, Dean of Research and Development at HBTU Kanpur. Our speakers, Professor Pankaj Dwivedi ji, Dr. Vinay Rishiwal, sir. Your thoughts I really appreciate, sir. The deliberation that you gave today was really thought-provoking. All the eminent guests who are there to share their experience with us, and my wonderful audience. See, students, the topic of this conference is really very smart, with a smart audience here. And most important thing is that what we have done at our university to make you smarter. And you students are very well aware that the university is taking appropriate and relevant measures in order to become smart in all respects in terms of when it comes to academic teaching learning environment. We are striving hard to make your experience more enriching in terms of the practical insights that you can get. And that is why we are making more and more of the efforts in making the industry come to us and give you more and more exposure. We have into a kind of constant touch with each other, and we are taking your valuable feedback also in that regards. Secondly, when it comes to the research environment of any institution, I should really commend our management, who has been very supportive. And students, for your information, you should be very happy that your faculty has been making a very long strides into giving some research taste to the entire community. And for that, we have been incentivizing our faculty also. And you will be happy to know that for the last 1.5 years, we have already given this incentivization scheme a good platform in terms of more than 50 lakh rupee has been given to our eminent faculty members for writing good research papers in various Scopus, Web of Science, and SCI indexing. The university is giving from an amount of rupees 5,000 to 1 lakh to all those researchers, to all those faculty members who are actually making the good trend of research in the research community. We are also promoting the research in terms of the seed money, and many of our experts who are sharing the dice, our chief guest also, he has been an epitome of it, wherein he has helped us to make our research environment more conducive. And we are also giving around 50,000 to 10 lakh of rupees to our research scholars, also to our faculty members also, who are taking the innovative ideas forward in terms of seed money. So students, you have lot of platforms, lot of avenues where you can join together with your faculty members and have a great learning ahead. We have also created a platform wherein the Smart India Hackathon platforms can be given a more boost. Our students who had been there at Guwahati team, they already could not make the first position. But yes, they were the runner-ups in the SIH, and for that, I would request all of you to make a commendable applause for their participation, their spirit of participation, and all the mentors, faculty mentors, who have given that kind of learning to their students so that they are able to compete so many teams and come up with these flying colors. And yet, what I believe is they are not the runner-ups. They are actually having more scope of learning. You never fail. Either you win or you have an experience. So for that, we really appreciate the spirit of our students. And when they would come, we will have a learning session with all of you together. And beyond all this, the technological advancements that are taking place, and we will be discussing more of it in the technical sessions. The most important thing is sustainability, and for that thing, you all have to work together because you are the citizens of the country, and you have to take this word forward that India is not to become only the Vishwa Guru, but it also has to become a data in terms of providing the research inputs, in terms of providing that intellectual rigor to the entire community across the globe. Students, निकलो ना बेनकाब, जमाना फिर से खराब होने वाला है. कोविड ने दस्तक दे दी है. And you all have to be very, very, very much smart in that sense that you please don't expose yourself unnecessarily to this kind of lethal disease that can come to you in any form. So for that, again, please research that what can you do to save your community at large, to save your city at large, to save your institution at large. So the mental well-being, I think, is the latest emerging area of the research that we all need to make together, because being compassionate will actually make you embrace the technology. And there is no replacement of any human with any AI. We all understand that. So, keeping that compassionate nature of yours will really help you to embrace any kind of change that is taking place in the dynamic era of change, the technology, and the researches that are taking place. So, with all these words, I wish you all the very best of learning, and I am very hopeful that this platform is going to be very fruitful and would be making a very intellectually stimulating conference platform. With this, thank you so much.
Thank you very much, ma'am, for your insightful and your wonderful words. You are always so inspiring to us. So now we have the presence of respected Dr. Ravindra Singh, Professor in Department of Computer Science and Information Technology, MJPRU, Ruhelkhand University, Bareilly. He has done his PhD from Lucknow University, and he has co-authored 2 books and more than 22 research papers in journals. He has graced various positions and fulfilled assignments in renowned committees. So I would like to invite respected Dr. Ravindra Singh for his valuable address.
थैंक यू वेरी मच. मुझे लगता है कि स्टूडेंट्स आज सो रहे हैं और बहुत टाइम हो गया, 9 बजे के आए हुए हैं और 1 बज गया. तो गुड आफ्टरनून टू ऑल स्टूडेंट्स. लेकिन if you want to go in industry, then you have to know all the things, latest things, and you have to be smart. So today my talk is smart in healthcare. So there is a new model, there are time series model, how the time series model can solve the problem of healthcare, or disease progression model. So time series in healthcare is a big challenge, because time series uses the trends and seasonality. Yeah. machine learning drives the revolution in the medicine, and that there is a big challenge in the healthcare issues, that how the disease can be progress, and how that the medicines can uses or can drive the innovation in the machine learning. So these are the 6 areas deliver the precision medicine to a patient level. So how the precision medicine can be given to a patient? To understand the basis and trajectories of health and disease, empower the healthcare and professional and patients, inform and improve the clinical pathways and better utilizes the resources and reduces as well as reduces the cost. Transform the population health and public health policy and enable the new discoveries in clinical therapeutics. Okay. So this is our model, that machine learning can be used in many areas, but time series model is untouched in the case of the healthcare, because time series model can be used for large data sets. So there are some algorithms like Profit algorithm by Facebook and Amazon's algorithm Deep AR Plus that are used for time, generally for time series models. Here, the how the okay, thank you very much. So how the medicines can machine learning can be used in the case of that medicines and healthcare issues. There are 2 issues. One is patients, other one is store management, and third one is policy makers. So these problems can be solved using a time series model or machine learning method. If somebody have a cancer and somebody have a cardiological problem or diabetic problem, if some person comes in the to the doctor or clinician, then how whenever he comes, he don't know, doctor don't know when the problem occurs. When he reported the case in the hospital, then he can collect the data from that point of time. But data should be collected when the problem was originated. So these missing values can be identified using a time series model. So the medicines can be given to the patient. Machine learning can't do the medicine, can provide the interpretable, trustworthy, actionable information. So that time series algorithms are auto-regressive integrated moving average, that ARIMA. Second one is exponential smoothing, and third one is seasonal trend decomposition. These are the 3 methods of time series model. Each one have its advantage and disadvantage. But we can use a hybrid model also. This is a machine learning models in healthcare, analyzing the patterns and making a prediction, identifying the anomalies. Because the missing information is the big issue in the case of the healthcare. So to rectify this challenge, we use handling a missing data
addressing the seasonal trends. Seasonal means if there is a sale in the market, so if Christmas occurs, then these are the seasonal sales, like a seasonal healthcare issues like a COVID, malaria, dengue. These are the seasonal health issues. So how these health issues can be incorporated, because we can't use a simple method to incorporate these issues. These are the some matrices which are used. One is MAE, mean absolute error, root mean square error, and mean absolute percentage error to identify the correctness. Okay. So this is my model, an integrated clinical decision support ecosystem, and it keeps the patient in the view. So if here to give a medicine by a doctor, integrated care of prevention, screening, diagnosis, early diagnosis, treatment, monitoring, and stakeholders like clinicians, nurses, healthcare patients, and other policymakers. So these are the issues are handled in this ecosystem. This is a time series model. In this time series model, we handle the dynamic forecasting, survival analysis, because the disease like a cancer, there is a problem of survivability. So we have to analyze the survivability, treatment effects, so how the treatment is going on, early diagnosis, screening, and clustering of the patients, or we can say classification of the patients. So in healthcare, there are big challenges, and every scientist or a researcher should handle the multiple streams of measurement, because in healthcare we are having a different type of data: longitudinal, tabular data, images, and different types of data, specific, non-specific data, genetic problems. There are so many things are there. So to handle these types of data, we need a recurrent neural network, and these types of problems cannot be solved using a profit that Facebook time series model, that is a profit, Amazon's time series model, that is a deep AR plus. So we propose RNN based new method, that is a deep hit. So using this, we can resolve the problem. Earlier, Markov model was using to resolve these problems, but this model doesn't uses the observable models. One disease, it can take one disease at a time and average patients, because the disease is changing day by day in the patient, but it cannot adopt these changes in the model. So that's why the time series model can be used in healthcare also, for store management also. In UP, we are having a 4,000 hospitals, government hospitals. So how the medicines can be provided to each area, that problem can be solved using a machine learning, because in each area different types of disease are there. Disease in eastern UP is different, disease in western UP is different, in different climates. So the same type of medicines which is procured at the central level cannot be delivered to all the dispensaries. So what is the need of the particular area in a particular season, that problem can be resolved using a time series model. So people, you have to change your mindset and use the different technology which are upcoming, and that can be help in your future PhD students and researcher, postdoc students. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for the inspiring deliberation. Your expert idea adds great value to this conference. It is on occasion like this we get opportunities to test our knowledge and understanding. We look forward to get an exposure about what the best of the brains think. I am profusely elated to take an opportunity to introduce our guest of honor of the day, Professor Raghuraj Singh, Dean, Research and Development, HBTU Kanpur. Dr. Raghuraj Singh is currently working as Professor and Head of Computer Science and Engineering Department and Dean, Continuing Education and Internal Quality Assurance at Harcourt Butler Technical University, Kanpur. He has about 31 years of experience in teaching and research. He has successfully discharged various administrative responsibilities such as Director, KNIT Sultanpur, Nodal Officer, IIITL Lucknow, Director of Rajki Engineering College, Ambedkar Nagar, Sonbhadra, Nodal Officer of Rajki Engineering College, Bijnor, and Head of Department, Registrar, Control of Examination, Chief Proctor, Assistant Dean, etc. at HBTU Kanpur. Professor Singh has handled 3 research projects funded by the AICTE UGC New Delhi and is member of professional bodies like IETE, IECSI, ACM, ISTE, IACSIT, Singapore, etc. He is reviewer member of editorial board of many national and international journals, conferences, and books. He has published more than 150 research papers in national and international journals, conferences, supervised 12 PhD theses, 26 MTech dissertations, and more than 80 BTech MCA projects. His domain of research are intelligent systems, artificial intelligence, software engineering and quality, design support systems, genetic algorithms, software engineering, and software quality. Sir,
Thank you, ma'am, for giving an exhaustive introduction for me. Rest assured that I will not take more than 5 minutes. I understand that you have been continuously sitting since 10 o'clock here, and I believe that you are tired. So at the outset, I would like to convey my sincere thanks and gratitude to organizers of this conference, system modeling and advancements in recent advances in research trends. In my 34 years of academic career, I have been associated with many institutions, directly or indirectly. Indirectly, I have been associated with this university since beginning, and I have been part of the Smart One also. And I congratulate once again to the organizers that they have successfully organized this conference 12 times in a row. As you know that the greatness of a conference or the brand of a conference is judged by that how many papers are published and under what banner. So this conference is always sponsored by IEEE, which is very good brand. And as I heard from the organizer of the conference, Professor Dwivedi ji, that till now about 2,000 papers have already been published under the banner of this conference. And this year we are going to publish around 105 research papers. So that gives the prestige of this conference. And if you see the topic of this conference, it is SMART, which is talking about recent trends in research. And as all of us know that today's trend is artificial intelligence, as Professor Risiwal said, that today everything is governed by artificial intelligence. And we all know that today we are passing through an era which is a transition of Industry 5.0 and Industry 4.0. The focus of Industry 4.0 was, as all of us know, that it was on automation and information sharing or information exchange. What we have been doing, that basically we are doing in Industry 4.0, that automation of process control was being done, and the raw data or unorganized facts which we were having, those things we were processing or converting into the information and sharing that information with various organizations, and the importance of data was witnessed in that way. Industry 5.0 is focused on artificial intelligence, obviously, that it gives an option that where human as well as robots will be working together. So whether it is industry or it is education or it is any field, you will find out that both human experts as well as robots will be working together. If you see the concept of artificial intelligence, it is not new. If you read the history of artificial intelligence, you will find that the concept has come in 1950. But the artificial intelligence or AI, it was not popular. The basic reasons we know that why it was not popular. Number one, because it requires high computing power. Number one. Number two, it requires high bandwidth for the internet. Number three, that huge storage is required. So these three things were not available at that time. That was one of the hindrances that AI could not be popular. The second thing was that people were thinking to make simulation of the human brain, which is next to impossible. In my opinion, it is next to impossible to make simulation of human brain. It may happen that some traits of human being can be simulated, but complete simulation of human brain is almost impossible. And unfortunately, the similar kind of approach was taken in which all the approaches were towards simulation of human brain. But at later stages, it was realized that simulation of human brain is not possible. So we have to think of making simulation of some specified domains in the human mind. So specific traits must be simulated. And up to 80s, the research in artificial intelligence remained in a dormant phase, but slowly and slowly it picked up. You witness that the trend came into reality in around 2016 or 2017, when you must have seen or you must have heard that one of the robot which was named as Mitra, it was developed by a company, and Mitra has greeted our Honorable Prime Minister Modi ji and Ivanka Trump in Global Entrepreneurship Summit. So that was first robot which has been developed indigenously by Indian industry, and it was witnessing the concept of artificial intelligence. Then Sophia was another humanoid robot which was developed, which was capable of making interaction on all the social issues. Even this robot was able to answer any kind of question related with human issues. So interaction or interviewing process could also be done with the help of the robot Sophia. And this Sophia was given the citizenship of Saudi Arabia also. Thereafter, you see that many humanoid robots have been developed. Recently, you might have seen that India today has developed a AI-based anchor named as Sana, which can anchor in many languages. Likewise, Lisa is there, and recent development is ChatGPT. So, what I mean to say is that now, since huge amount of computing power is available, internet strength is also good, and storage is also available to us. So, we can make use of artificial intelligence, but we have to make judiciously the use of artificial intelligence. We have not to blindly adopt that whatever recommendations are being made for making implementation of artificial intelligence, but judiciously we have to decide that what should be those domains in which the use of artificial intelligence can be made. So my suggestion is just that you have to make use of your own brain and decide that what are those aspects in which the use of artificial intelligence will be accurate or it will be beneficial, so that it is not going to replace human brain in totality, which is also not possible otherwise. So in proper time, like in a hazardous situation, you can make implementation of robots which will be working on that. So with these words, I would like to close my discussion, and I am sure that in these 2 days of the conference, whatever deliberations will be taking, technical deliberations will be taking place on many facts which have been decided by the conference. These will be of immense benefit to all of you. I wish a grand success to this conference. Thank you. Thank you very much.
Thank you very much, sir, for your significant address. It is a great honor to have the gracious presence of our special guest and guest of honor, Professor V.K. Jain, founding Vice Chancellor, SAGE University, Bhopal. He has, as a professional in the higher education, displayed 26 years of leadership. For almost 16 years working as a Vice Chancellor, Dean Academics, Director, Dean, and Campus Director. Presently, he is also serving as a program evaluator in IET UK and NBA India for engineering programs. Having very strong networking in the professional world in engineering, management, sciences, and law, etc., Dr. Jain has done in the past various accreditations such as NET, NBA, ABET, and IET. He has established various professional chapters such as IEEE, IET, ACM, CSI, IETE, SWE, etc. So he is really highly motivated and proactive personality with a strong zeal and enthusiasm. So I would like to take privilege to invite respected Professor V.K. Jain ji for his significant address.
Good afternoon, my dear friends. Good afternoon. Great, 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 great. So, you all are sitting here right from morning 9:30 a.m. and you have already listened to 9 speakers before me. I am the 10th one, and 11th one is there just after me. We have a team of 11 persons who are all experts going to address all of you, right? So it is really very, very difficult and challenging for any speaker, to address such a large gathering on such an important topic of the conference theme, Smart 2023, right? So I would like to first congratulate Professor Dwivedi for holding such a great conference for last 12 years. It's not a small thing. And I would like to salute your Chancellor, Sri Suresh Jain sir. And I was really motivated with his speech that he want to create in such a small town everything which any internationally university can have. And that all great, yeah, you can clap for it. क्योंकि कहते हैं कि जीत और हार आपकी सोच पर निर्भर करती है। जीत और हार आपकी सोच पर निर्भर करती है। मान लो तो हार है और ठान लो तो जीत है। So I would talk technically also. I am having a very good presentation which is having 36 slides. If I'll explain all these slides, it may take 2 hours. And I can complete that in 5 minutes also. Don't worry about that. So I would start with, so when Dr. Dwivedi invited me that you are a keynote speaker as well as a special guest of honor and everything. So I asked a question, how much time you expect me to speak? He said, you can take 15-20 minutes. You can use PPT, you cannot use PPT, that is up to you. So I was thinking what to do. Then I asked him what kind of audience you will have. He said there would be around 400 students, 100 participants, MTech students, PhD scholars, and blah, blah, lot of things. So, what kind of presentation to be made which can satisfy the complete crowd? That was the question. I'll come to the technical topic. So what I did, being the Vice Chancellor, you can understand how much workload is there. So I give the assignment to 3 persons. Please make a PPT. I have explained them the context. I am going an international conference. I have to speak for 15 minutes. I am a very, very senior person. People are expecting a lot of things from me. So can you make a PPT for me? And what can be the topic? Because your conference is smart system modeling and advancement in research trends. So I have my own way of defining smart. Specific, measurable, achievable, okay, reliable, and time bound. That definition all of us know. You have to teach in 15 minutes on the topic of the research. So I asked 3 different persons just to test them also that what is the level of understanding. And I have given them a simple topic, artificial intelligence and its impact on the society. So they took, it was given 15 days before, so they took almost 7 days and none of them reported back to me. I asked, where is my presentation? I have to see that, I have to correct it. So next day, 2 of them came to me and to a surprise, both of them were having a similar presentation, even there was not a difference of single word. Then I Googled it. I found that it is available on the website as it is. Google has given this PPT. So they have copied it and they have presented to me. When I asked the third person, he said, sir, give me 2 more days time. I'll give you. Then he has given me something. Now, when I explored, and I found that 50% of the contents are still common with the first two. Now, what to do? If you have to make a presentation very, very impressive, then definitely you have to work very, very hard. You have to research, you have to put the contents, right? So finally, I did it. Finally, I did it. Now, the question comes from here is, what exactly right now are we doing? Whether you are a student, we are a professor or what, whenever any assignment is being given or anything technical is being given, first we are going to the Google, searching it out, PDF file or a PPT if it is readily available, changing the name and making the presentation. What are we learning? That's $1 million question to all of us. 95% of the crowd here sitting here are the students. And now ChatGPT is doing wonders. If I'll give a topic to speak on this, say AI and society, you are going on the ChatGPT, typing AI and society, putting a word limit of say 5,000 words, it is giving you a ready-made answer. And you are making the presentation, right? So what exactly you are learning? Are you becoming smart? Or your system is becoming smart? You are becoming duffer and the system is becoming smart because you are not doing anything. In the last few years, last 5 years, I have observed that students have stopped reading books. I found and asked number of students that which book do you refer for studies? They are not able to tell the name. Even many professors are not able to tell the name of the books which they are referring. Sometimes they say, I am referring the Google contents or this content, that content, and so on and so forth. Tell me, if you are studying computer science and engineering and you have not studied a book on software engineering by Pressman, can you say that you have done software engineering? If you have not studied the book on computer networks by Andrew S. Tenenbaum, then can you say, are you complete? Many of the students are saying, I am very good in coding, going to different websites, CodeSap, this, that, I am very good. If you are not studying the basic concepts or not studying any programming language, maybe a C or C++ or Java, whatever, your basics are not clear. You can fail anytime. Now the time has gone. ChatGPT is giving you the complete Python program on whatever language, whatever you want. You give the question to ChatGPT and ask it, write a program for this thing, that thing. It is going to give you a Python program of 100 lines code. So, artificial intelligence is impacting huge on the society. And if we talk about intelligence, definitely earlier we used to talk about that, yes, artificial intelligence may be there, but it cannot be intelligent than human beings. Ideally, it is correct. But you will find the time maybe in next coming 5 years that artificial intelligence is going to dominate the society. Because people have stopped reading books. They have stopped adding knowledge and experiences to themselves. So artificial intelligence is going to take thousands of jobs of the people. We can have hundreds of such examples wherein, say, a beautiful image is there and that has been created exactly like a human being. So it has taken the job of a photographer, it has taken the job of the designer and many others. In coming future, it is going to solve 80% of the problems relating to medical science. You give the symptoms, you give the different symptoms, it is going to give you the prescriptions. Even the mobile apps would be available, you yourself can find, or you go to the medical store and he will use the mobile app and he will give you the certain medications. Right now it is happening, they are doing it manually on the basis of experiences. So artificial intelligence is going to play a very, very significant role. When I was selecting a topic for my talk, I was going through various sub-themes which are written in this smart brochure. So I found one theme which was talking about Industry 4.0. So I said, nowadays we are in Industry 5.0, 5.0. And you may be aware that Industry 1 was started in 1780. It took almost 100 years to reach to Industry 2.0. Again, almost 100 years to reach to Industry 3.0 around 2000. Then Industry 4.0 came and IoT, smart systems, artificial intelligence came into existence. It was Industry 4.0 and 2020 onwards, we are talking about Industry 5.0. It means from reaching Industry 3.0 to 4.0, it took only 10 years. 4.0 to 5.0, it took only 10 years. When it will be Industry 6.0, it is going to take only 5-7 years. And where maybe in next 5 years, 7.0, and maybe in next, after that 3 years, Industry 8.0. World is changing very, very fast. And we all, not only you, everybody has to adopt to the situations, and if we are not adopting ourselves, we would be out of the system. There are thousands of new jobs. Some of the expert was talking about there are thousands of new jobs are being created. You can become marketing expert, maybe a social media expert. You may be the prompt engineer. Even this is the skill which you must develop when you are trying to extract any information from the ChatGPT. You cannot simply type that do this. It is not going to give you the correct answer. It can give you the smart answers if you give the right context to the ChatGPT. And the first context is define the persona. You have to define the persona, that how the ChatGPT should be acting like. If, say, for example, for today's talk, if I define a persona, you are a person with 25 years of experience and you have to speak to a gathering having the variety of people in the gathering and maybe a societal need, then only it may suggest me a topic. Then I have to decide the context, that how many page PPT I want, what should be the content, how many contents. Then I have to define the constraints, that it should not be so much technical, that I have to define. Then I have to define the expectations. My expectation would be that whatever I would be delivering, my audience should be able to receive the complete 100% what I am speaking here. If we are able to do this, we can extract the best from the ChatGPT. So we are talking about ChatGPT right now, from last year onwards. But before that, also artificial intelligence has grown. We were having Google Translate, we were having Siri in 2011, Google Translate in 2006. So a lot of technologies are already in the market. What we need to do is we have to act smart. We should focus on learning the basic skills. Without basic skills, you cannot become successful. And do not blame that my placement is not happening. Why IIT students are able to get the average placement of 20 lakhs? Why the average placement in your university or anywhere is 6 lakhs only? Each one of you is having equal capability, and you all can grow and prosper. Like I was listening, I was talking to your Dean Academics. 2020, your students were winner of Smart India Hackathon. 2023, my student day before yesterday, they were the winner of Smart India Hackathon. Then why the students of any IIT, IIIT, NIT are not Smart India Hackathon winners? You all can do it. Only you have to learn from mistakes. I'm not speaking too much now. I would like to finish my talk with, whenever you do something, you are going to fail. I've seen number of students having appeared for 5 placements, 7 placements, 10 placements, and they are not selected. They are frustrated. They are demoralized. So I would like to finish my talk with the 4 lines of motivation, which says that असफलता एक चुनौती है, स्वीकार करो. असफलता एक चुनौती है, स्वीकार करो. क्या कमी रह गई देखो और सुधार करो. जब तक न सफल हो नींद चैन की त्यागो तुम. संघर्षों का मैदान छोड़ मत भागो तुम. कुछ किए बिना ही जय जयकार नहीं होती. कोशिश करने वालों की कभी हार नहीं होती. कोशिश करने वालों की कभी हार नहीं होती. Thank you so much. I have a 36 slide presentation. I am leaving it for you. I request Dwivedi ji to circulate it on your WhatsApp group or email IDs wherever. I have really worked hard, worked for almost 20 hours to prepare this. But seeing the kind of audience and time, I did not make the presentation. And I am sure that if you go through that presentation, you will learn at least 10 new things which you do not know. Thank you so much.
Thank you very much, sir, for your informative address, and you are really very motivate, a great motivation to us. We are honored to have the enlightened presence of our chief guest, respected Dr. Sanjay Kumar Ghosh, Professor in Civil Engineering Department, IIT Roorkee. He is Satish Dhawan Awardee 2021 by Indian Society of Remote Sensing, Indira Gandhi Shiromani Awardee for Excellence in Research and Teaching by IIFS New Delhi, Glory of India Gold Medalist by International Institute for Success Awareness, New Delhi, Vijay Shri Awardee by India International Financial Society, New Delhi, Achiever of Commonwealth Scholarship for Higher Studies leading to a PhD by British Council, Thomson Gold Medalist by University of Roorkee. He has remained a wonderful and enlightened part of IIT Roorkee, where he has raised various renowned positions. He has well-known life membership in renowned societies. He has 2 patents approved by IPR UK and out London on drone technology related to design of rotor blades for power thrust for hilly mountaineer region. He has just published more than 113 papers in renowned journal, 16 sponsored research projects sponsored by renowned government organizations, 3 book authored, and more than 82 MTech dissertation, more than 24 research scholars he has guided and supervised, and more than 21 publication in renowned conference he has done. So much more about him. So I would like to request respected Dr. Sanjay Kumar Ghosh ji for his valuable address.
Good afternoon to everyone. Well, it has been a very informative session that we have been going through. And to be a part of such a system that has been evolved by Professor Dwivedi over the last 12 years is unique in its sense. I had the opportunity of being a part of this system earlier also. But what I would like to say at the outset is that my Shishya has really done very well, and that makes me proud. And I would like to learn from him at this juncture of my career to how he does it. To see the august speakers who have come over here to grace this opening ceremony of this 12th Smart International Conference. I believe he knows as soon as he finishes this particular conference, he will start working for the 13th one because it really takes a lot of time. So you can see. So we all need to learn as to how we go ahead with all these aspects which are there. Well, during the course of the addresses by many speakers, we have come across a lot of things related to artificial intelligence, machine learning, deep learning, and their applications. Some of the applications which are there are very well known to you, and that one of them which actually has taken the world by storm is ChatGPT. Well, at the outset, when I came to know about ChatGPT, I was not very impressed. Being a teacher, I thought, this is another tool which has stopped the student from learning. Well, that is my own personal perception, but that is the way how the technology grows over a period of time, that it tries to take ahead people with what it has learned from the past. And over the period of time, the things which have emerged in our present day life is that information is a very integral part. And when I want to retrieve any information, I can get it at a snap of my fingers. And this is possible because we have been doing a lot of work which has been very effective. May I have the attention of the crowd there? May I have the attention of the crowd there? Thank you. However, whenever we are looking at the information is nothing but a data. The data is to be assimilated. It has to be analyzed by a set of rules and converted into a context and made available to us. What we provide is a set of keywords. But behind this, there's a huge set of technology which works throughout the day at different locations of the world, collecting all the data which is there. And this data is made available to us. Well, my talk today was on one of the data collecting systems which is now very becoming important. And that is, can I have the, yes, and that is on the National Geospatial Policy. Well, geospatial policy is one of the areas, wherein a lot of technology is involved, basically to collect data from the ground and transmit all these informations to various domains to which it may pertain. And one of these is the area wherein we are looking at the area of surveying and scanning the information, the areas of GNSS and positioning, where India is playing now a very important role. Then we have the Earth observation, wherein all the data of different types, whether it is mankind, disease, or the land use, or what is available. And then GIS and spatial analytics. So these are some of the broad spectrum of the geospatial technology which is there. And with the help of this technology, we are generating a lot of data which subsequently AI and ML uses to convert information into context and makes it available to people. Well, there are 14 different geospatial data themes. I'm not going through the 14 list, but this is just a very small list of the geospatial themes that we have. There are many ancillary themes which are available to us, and based on that, the information is being collected through various technologies such as satellite data technology. We are using airborne systems. We are using sensors which are placed on the ground. Even your security camera is a sensor. And all these data, are being collected and being converted into plausible information. So what we really find is that the geospatial technology, which earlier was being dominated by the Ministry of Defense, nowadays with the government making this particular policy, it has made it available to the common man. So earlier, like people were talking about lack of data classification, privacy in data, now this has been removed by this particular policy. And now this is going to be a very mind-blowing situation for all of you who budding computer science people, who you are going to face a huge deluge of data which would be now available, and you will have to work upon with these type of data to further augment what is already available. In the Indian context, data up to 2010 was primarily all classified and not available, even though it was recorded. But now we know that this is possible. We can get all these data and there is no restriction. And for education institutions, this data is also available free of cost. For others, professional organizations, one may have to pay a fees, but for education institutions, this is not going to be a big problem at all. So when we are looking at the geospatial ecosystem in India, we find that there it is like a huge system which has now come up. These are some of the broad areas that we are looking forward to. But what it leads to is knowledge, discussion, development. It's a matrix which has come up. And once we understand this matrix, probably what we are talking in the present day context of data collection will become a very simple concept for us. So some of the portals that are nowadays being made available to us is the National Geospatial Service Portal, where different types of data ranging from ground data to satellite data to data recorded by manual processes related to healthcare, related to agriculture, water resources, disaster, all these informations are available. One of them is in the ISRO database, which is available. And very recently, about a week ago, a very high classified data has now been made available to all the general public. And that is at 5-meter data resolution, the data is now available. So very high level classification of information can be carried out with the help of the satellite data. Well, there is, as I've said, there is a need for the geospatial data, and based on that, this particular policy has now been formulated. The significance of this particular policy is going to be increased coverage, no prior approval required from any competent authority, self-certification by people who are doing the work to do this particular task. Then free hand at the processing of the data. Earlier we had the restriction. Nowadays we don't have the restriction. So these are some of the significance of the policy and should allow us to do a lot of research in the area of artificial intelligence, etc. So this is just the areas wherein you can go in and do a lot of work like smart healthcare, smart agriculture, smart transportation, wherein we are having lot of data and using geospatial data availability, the advantage is that we can locate where and how the problem is occurring. Thank you. Well, at the outset, at the end of this, I would like to thank this particular forum for having invited me here to give you an insight to the geospatial technology which is there, a technology in which I really love and I've worked for the last 41 years, to be precise, and still this particular technology is growing ahead. Thank you all, the organizers, for providing this platform. Thank you.
Thank you, sir, for such an insightful presentation. I would like to confirm whether Professor S.N. Singh has.
No, ma'am.
No?
No joining.
Our next keynote address will be delivered by Professor S.N. Singh, Director ABV Triple ITM Gwalior. He will be joining us online. Professor S.N. Singh is currently the Director of ABV Indian Institute of Information Technology and Management, Gwalior. Professor Singh obtained his MTech and PhD in Electrical Engineering from Indian Institute of Technology, Kanpur in 1989 and 1995. Presently, he is Professor, HAG, Department of Electrical Engineering, Indian Institute of Technology, Kanpur. Before joining IIT Kanpur as Associate Professor, Dr. Singh worked with UP State Electricity Board as Assistant Engineer from 1998 to 1996 with Roorkee University. Assistant Professor from 1996 to 2000 and with Asian Institute of Technology, Bangkok, Thailand as Assistant Professor from 2001 to 2002. He was Vice Chancellor of Madan Mohan Malviya University of Technology, Gorakhpur during April 2017 to July 2020. Dr. Singh received several awards including Young Engineer Award 2000 of Indian National Academy of Engineering, INAE, Khosla Research Award of IIT Roorkee, and Young Engineer Award of CBIP New Delhi in 1996. Professor Singh is recipient of Humboldt Fellowship of Germany and Otto Monstedt Fellowship of Denmark. Professor Singh became first Asian to receive 2013 IEEE Educational Activity Board Meritorious Achievement Award in Continuing Education. He is also recipient of INA Outstanding Teacher Award 2016 and IEEE R10 Region Asia Pacific Outstanding Volunteer Award 2016. Dr. Singh is appointed as IEEE Distinguished Lecturer of Power and Engineering Society, Energy Society from 2019 and Industry Application Society for 2019-2021. He is also recipient of INA Outstanding Teacher Award 2016. Over to you, sir. We welcome you, sir. Are you able to hear us? Students, please maintain silence. Hello, sir, can you hear us? Sir, sir, you are not audible.
Disconnect over. Disconnect over. Disconnect.
So there is some technical glitch. You are not audible to us.
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. You're audible now.
Okay. Yes, yes, sure, sure. Thank you very much. So
Thank
thank you for a big introduction. I could not come due to my selection committee here in Triple ITM for the faculty of Triple IT, Triple E basically department. But I know this is smart and it is running for several years and it is sponsored by IEEE Uttar Pradesh section. And I think this year is financially also supported. And I was looking at the program. I saw that it was yesterday also a very good program, and several keynote speakers were there, and the presentation of papers were also there. Today is the last day, and no doubt in the previous versions of Smart, I had been here for I think last 3-4 terms of the Smart. But this year I could not because due to the tight schedule and the December for the faculty selection and the ministry wants that we should do it. So I could not come, even though he changed the earlier date also due to me, but I'm sorry I could not come. But here this is smart, as you know, this is the word itself is very good because we have to use the smart technology for all the development of whole world in terms of we have to give the various technology for the humanity, various technology of deprived people, various technology for the improving the livelihoods of all the creatures on this ground. And the smart, it is basically, it is looking after all the areas, including computing, including communication, including IoT. All these things are now has made in such a way that it is a very, very important technology. Those have changed the life of every individual. There are certain other areas also touched like power electronics, as you know, the renewable resources. And using the power electronics, you can say your chargers, your battery, and then of course the communication and computation is very, very fast and very, very, this is there. So I think this series will keep on going, and I'm sure he has applied for 2024 also is smart. So every year, this is now going to be a tagline of smart at the TMU. And this Dwivedi is very passionate and in selecting the paper, organizing the event, and of course, inviting various other experts in their area of expertise. And I'm sure all the attendees, all the volunteers, all the other persons, those are directly or indirectly, online or offline, they are there, they will be basically benefited from this conference. So I wish a very grand success, and I think after the completion of this conference, the good takeaway for all the individuals, those are directly and indirectly involved here. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your blessings and wonderful message. Thank you all for gracing us with your presence. We are privileged to have such distinguished personalities among us who have significantly contributed to their respective fields and continue to inspire countless individuals worldwide. We wish to express our gratitude to our esteemed guests for being with us on this day. Your presence and gentle words are really a source of encouragement for all of us. As an appreciation for the time and valuable input you all have shared with us today, we would like to offer a small memento as an effort of appreciation. I would like to request our respected Director Sir, Professor R.K. Dwivedi, to present a memento to Honorable Special Guest, Professor Sanjay Kumar Ghosh. Stop that, students. Please maintain silence. Next, I would request Mr. Aditya Jain to present a memento. Next, I would request Mr. Aditya Jain to present memento to Dr. V.K. Jain, sir.
Now I would request Dr. Ashin Kumar Saxena, sir, to present a memento to Honorable Chief Guest and guest of honor, respected Professor Raghuraj Singh, Dean, Research and Development, HPTU, Kanpur. I request Dr. Ashin Kumar Saxena, sir, to present a memento to Honorable Chief Guest and guest of honor, respected Professor Raghuraj Singh, Dean, Research and Development, HBTU, Kanpur.
Students, you are requested to maintain the decorum.
Now I request Dr. Shambhu Bhardwaj, sir, to present a memento to respected Dr. Ravin Singh, Professor from MJP Ruhelkhand University, Bareilly.
I would now request Dr. Sandeep Verma to present a memento to our respected guest, Dr. Vinay Rishiwal, sir. I would maintain that thanks are the highest form of thought and that gratitude is happiness doubled by wonder. This is the memento. I would now request Ms. Indu Tripathi to present a memento to our respected Dr. Manjula Jain, ma'am. Thank you, everyone. I would like to request Dr. Ashen Kumar Saxena, sir, to come and propose vote of thanks.
Very good afternoon. गुड आफ्टरनून। सबसे पहला थैंक यू तो आप सभी को है कि आपने इतना पेशेंस के साथ इस कॉन्फ्रेंस को सुना। तो I stand before with the immense gratitude and profound sense of appreciation as we come to the close of this remarkable 12th International Conference Smart 2023. It has been a privilege and honor to serve as a host for gathering of brilliant minds where ideas were exchanged, knowledge was shared, and friendship was forged. First and foremost, I would like to extend my deepest gratitude to our esteemed dignitaries and speakers. Your presence has not only added precise to this conference, but has also enriched the quality of discussion and insight shared. Your expertise, passion, and dedication to your respective field have left an indelible mark on all of us. I would like to express my heartfelt thanks to all participants, delegates who have traveled from far and wide to contribute to the success of this conference. Your commitment to advancing the knowledge, fostering collaborations, and addressing the challenges that shape our world is truly commendable. Our sponsors deserve a special mention for the invaluable support. Your belief in the importance of this conference and your commitment to the pursuit of excellence have made this event possible. We are grateful for your generosity and partnership. A big round of applause due to the organizing committee, volunteer and staff who have worked tirelessly behind the scenes. Your dedication and meticulous planning have ensured the seamless execution of this conference. Your hard work has not gone to be unnoticed, and we appreciate the countless hours you are invested in making this event success. To our to our media partners and journalists covering the conference, thank you for helping us amplify the reach of the ideas and discussions that have unfolded here. Last but not the least, I want to express my gratitude to each and every one of in this audience. Your active participation have contributed to the vibrant atmosphere that has characterized this conference. I conclude this national and international gathering. Let us carry forward the spirit of collaboration and wealth of knowledge we have gained. Once again, thank you for being a part of this incredible journey. May meet again in the pursuit of the knowledge and progress. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. So many feelings may come and go, but that feeling when we hear our national anthem that raises our goosebumps is really magical. So I would request you all to kindly stand up for the national anthem.
जन गण मन अधिनायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता पंजाब सिंध गुजरात मराठा द्राविड़ उत्कल बंगा विंध्य हिमाचल यमुना गंगा उच्चल जलधि तरंगा तव शुभ नामे जागे तव शुभ आशीष मांगे गाहे तव जय गाथा जन गण मंगल दायक जय हे भारत भाग्य विधाता जय हे जय हे जय हे जय 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 हे
Students, please be seated on your